Hello again, cellists. This is going to be a bit of a shorter video. This is just going to be a little bit about how to properly take care of your cello. So there are some things that you and your parents can do by yourself, and then there are some things that, if they do happen, you should immediately take it into a violin shop, or at the very least, contact us. So the most important thing that you can do right away to take care of your cello is to leave it in a safe place. Now, what do I mean by a safe place? Of course, obviously, you don't want anyone stealing your cello, but I'm also talking about temperature. Basically, the cello is a wooden instrument, and when the temperature changes really fast, I mean, from day to day, like one day it's really hot and it's really cold, and if that happens and the cello is in that environment where the temperature is constantly changing a lot, the instrument will warp. The wood will literally, change its shape, and that could lead to cracks in the instrument, that could lead to your strings going out of tune, it could lead to a whole bunch of problems. So I think this is mostly common sense, but I just want to make clear. Do not leave your cello in your car. Do not, don't leave it in your basement or your attic. Don't leave it anywhere where it's going to be like ridiculously cold for long amounts of time. I'd say, keep it indoors for as much as you can. Obviously, if you have to take it places, that's fine. But as much as you can, keep your cello indoors and keep it in an area where the temperature remains mostly stable. Okay? That will hopefully prevent a lot of other issues. Another big thing is cleaning your instrument. So the most important thing is that cleaning your instrument is actually a lot simpler than you might think. Because this is wood, please do not use water or alcohol or Clorox or bleach or some other cleaning supplies. Basically, all you need is a rag. The same kind of rag that you would use to dust a countertop, you can use to clean your cello. Now, the biggest reason why you'd want to clean your cello is because, as you can see on mine, hopefully, there's a lot of rosin on it, especially in the area where I actually play. And you really just want to try and make sure that too much rosin doesn't get I guess what we call caked on the cello. So really all you have to do is just find a rag and kind of just scrub away. Obviously be careful, and obviously the area around where you use rosin can also occasionally get rosin in it. Okay, so now here are a couple of things that, if they happen, you will have to go to a violin shop. I'd say the violin shops that I would recommend in the Philadelphia area are Mount Airy, which I haven't been to, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. David Mitchie's, which is actually where I got this cello. It's in Rittenhouse. And Fred Oster's, which I think is on Broad and Lombard. So if you see any major cracks, especially along here, that's definitely something to take it into the shop for. Another big thing is the sound post. So there is something in the cello inside these F-holes called the sound post, and basically it's a little tiny just kind of wooden thing that helps carry sound throughout the cello so that it really, you know, kind of produces a really nice sound. But there is a chance that the sound post could fall because it's not glued to anything. It's basically propped up by the way that it's designed. So the best way to figure out if your sound post has fallen is to just kind of give it a few knocks. If you hear a very hollow sound, then everything's fine. That's the point of the sound post. It's to, you know, make the sound bigger. But if you hear a very tinny sound, something, you know, it sounds like just somebody clapping like that, then you have a problem and you should bring it to a violin shop. The last thing is with the bridge. So as you can see, my bridge is pretty much perfectly lined up with the strings and this bit right here, which we call the tailpiece. If I turn it around this way, you'll see that this side of the bridge and the strings meet at a perfect right angle. And you can see that this side has a little bit of a curve, but still, everything perfectly aligns. And there's a chance maybe you got a cello where the bridge doesn't align. Maybe it's shifted a little to the left or the right. Maybe it's tilted this way or this way. Now, I don't want to purposefully mess my bridge up, but if you see something that is a little, if it just doesn't look right, if it looks a little unaligned, you can move it yourself. Please do not do so before contacting one of us at PSP, and we will help you through it. But just so that you're aware, you can move it by placing both of your arms here and just using a little bit of force to push it one way or the other. But please do not do that before contacting us. And if it looks really, really bad, just bring it to a violin shop. Don't even try it yourself. Okay? And once again, please, if something doesn't look right or doesn't feel right, but you're afraid to do anything to it yourself, please contact one of us and we will either direct you through it or we will connect you with someone else who can. Okay? All right. This is it for this video. Good luck and happy practicing.